Hey guys, Charlie from Adjust the Mic. Just need to do a little content disclaimer. Adjust the Mic is created for adult audiences only. Unless you're a terrible parent, we advise listener and reader discretion for graphic depictions of terrible things that are involved in our lives. It might get dangerous on this podcast, but we're all in this together. Enjoy the show. He's got space. She's got the brewery. I'm dumb, and you're dumb.
Yeah. Stop.
Like we're dumb.
Declan, you like the Foo Fighters?
No. So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid? Or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone?
Yeah, let's talk about how much we hate Scott, guys.
This is my checker.
I want to
How you doing, people?
wake up, feel fine, grab my baggies off the clothesline. I want to wake up, restore, thinking back on the night before. I said yeah, then I did it. Having not a
Feels like a
second
rape
thought.
dungeon in here.
I know exactly what he tastes like.
I said yeah, then I did it. La 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 la.
Just a mic, Chloe.
No. You cannot buy the beer. No. I always blame the beer.
Okay, here's the show.
All right, we're here, guys. It's episode 110 of Adjust the Mic.
Damn.
Wow.
And we're all back together
110.
like a beautiful little family.
Oh.
To my right, the host with the most,
I don't deserve your
Scott.
your
How's it going, buddy?
sassiness. I missed you guys.
Missed you too, buddy.
very much.
How you doing?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing great.
Good. To my left, the craft beer queen, Miss Colleen.
How are you now?
Hey, Colleen.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
And down yonder, the Milky Way Mandingo.
Chica.
Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good.
Look good.
Thanks, man.
Look
And
happy.
then joining us as usual is
Boatman.
Charles in charge.
Hey, guys.
Charles in charge.
All of our days.
No.
We missed your direction last time we recorded.
It's so weird without you here.
It is, man.
Is
like
it?
Chris was like trying to get the intro done. I was trying to get anything done.
I don't do it.
It was weird. Like
I
you
had
kind
a cat
of
poop
on
kind of
me.
direct the show. Both. Y'all can tell it. Y'all got to shit on.
Yeah,
it.
we both. We were so.
They shit on you?
Yeah, we had. It was like one of the
Jesus.
zoo episodes. There was like dogs and cats and
Jack
so,
Hanna's
yeah.
little daughter was here and brought us animals.
Yeah.
Colleen and I were playing with the kittens, and then and one of the cats shat on the both of us.
Oh,
was
that's
amazing.
sweet.
And then the other one went and pooped in the corner.
Yeah.
Just like what you did at that party that one time.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah. Shout out Teresa.
Same seat too.
Big old grumpy right over there in the corner,
Oh,
Man,
that dog was cute, though.
dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I can't do that because I'll just take it. And
Yeah.
with no, I won't even think about
It
it.
just sat on Frank's lap over there the whole time.
The whole
time.
Didn't
Yeah.
even move.
It was the greatest. That's going to be the greatest dog ever for somebody.
It's hard to believe he's a puppy.
Yeah.
Like,
I
such a
think
calm
you got
energy about
adopted
him.
already, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if it fell through or not.
This is
but-
directly related to you guys.
What?
No.
The adoption.
Oh no, not even remote. I think it was done before we even ended the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Adjust the
Charlie.
Mic.
I'll cut that part out of us not taking credit.
So what's going on in the world, guys?
Back to school, man. Kids are back in.
God, they are.
What grade? Let's do a quick poll. What grade is everybody in?
Scott.
Allie is now in 8th grade. She's a big dog on Madison campus. Silas is 4th grader at Oak Park.
All right.
Yeah, Ava's 7th, and Riley is 4th.
4th.
That picture you posted, Ava had makeup on. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God.
Like
Yeah.
a little,
Oh, my God,
a
no.
little
No.
bit of eyeliner.
Allie
She
does it
looks
too.
so much older.
There's a whole thing about that too.
They all do it now.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Allie dresses like we used to dress in the 90s.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, she had the same exact pair of shoes on that
Oh.
I used to own last week, or the last time I saw her. And I was like, I guarantee your mom had those. She's like, she did. She told me. Like, it's coming back around. We're at that time in our life now.
Telling you.
Colleen,
we're
tell
seeing it come
us
back
about
around.
tell us about your kids. They went back to school.
Yeah. The way that their school is, it's weird. Declan is technically in 2nd grade, but
Yep.
they don't really do grades in that school. It's a bunch of kids similar in their learning abilities in the same classroom. But Keegan would technically be in kindergarten and Quinn in pre-K.
That's awesome.
So
Stella, Chris.
Stella started the 2nd grade.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy, man.
it really is.
And then, like you brought up with Allie, that age, Ava's in 7th. We spent all day looking for. This is the shoe, Converse, Chuck Taylor's.
Oh yeah.
What, the Chucks, right? They're back in.
It's huge.
I mean, did they ever really go anywhere?
No, absolutely not. But I didn't realize they were that big of a thing.
Well, that's a comfortable fucking shoe, though.
Yes,
It really is.
Yes, it is. Please stop cussing.
And
like
an
that.
I gotta
honorable
stop it.
mention: the Converse is the top dog right now in the Vans. That's the other one
Yes,
that the kids are.
and I
all-
tried to
Yep.
talk her into the Vans, but she was all about the Converse.
I just made Brent get a pair of Vans this weekend. And I have my Vans. And when we went to the concert, the people I met up with at the brewery, there were 6 of us. We all looked down and we're all wearing different styles of Vans. We're like, we're the old people with Vans.
Hey, real quick on shoes, shout out to Chad Cook. I only do slip-ons now.
There you go.
I'm
Slip-ons
not.
are great.
I'm not doing.
You got slip-ons right
no,
now?
no, I got flip-floppers.
Okay.
But for sneakers, slip-ons.
Slip-ons and who's our other friend that was over there? Ben.
Oh yeah,
He's a slip-on master.
slip-on mask.
Hey dudes, go look on Amazon. Hey dudes.
Yeah.
Have you guys?
It's so funny. I never heard of that shoe, but these people came into the brewery the other day telling me that they're opening up a shoe store in Titus Landing and they're selling these shoes. Hey, dudes. And I'm
Really?
like,
I will
yeah. And I was
totally
like,
go. I will go there.
I had no idea what it was. And then I went home and I'm looking on Facebook and all of a sudden ads for Hey Dudes just popping up
Yeah, like 3 or
everywhere.
4
Wasn't that a
pairs are great.
show on Nickelodeon?
Yes,
That's,
it was.
That's why I like them so much. I think.
Hey, dude.
Like there's so many other companies that have similar shoes. I'm just being real. I love the shoes and I like the name. Hey
Christine
dudes.
Taylor was on it.
I like Hey dudes.
Was she?
I said Brent, because we were watching a dodgeball.
Ooh.
I'm like, dude, Christine Taylor, she was on Hey Dude. You
Those
don't remember?
are,
That was a great show.
That's a slip-on.
Yeah, it is. They
Yeah,
look
they're
like
great
They
shoes.
kind of look like boat shoes.
They have flip shoes.
Kinda do.
They have a boat shoe. They have like a flip floppish kind of thing. They have all kinds of different.
Damn,
Oh.
those things look comfortable as hell.
They really
I
are.
don't know, man. I love my Vans.
I'm on it.
Their soles, I'll tell you what, they got that sponge sole.
Yeah.
I just don't think they last as long. I'm a fat man though, so I make those things real thin.
But those
Real quick.
Chucks, when was the last time y'all bought a pair of Chuck Taylors?
Not the lows. Been about 7-8 years.
Do you remember how much they were?
Like 29, 30.
You know what they're at now?
I
60
I
or
bought
70?
some. There's
75.
69.95 for Ava's.
Yep. So I got the high tops about a year ago, and they were $75.
Yeah,
It was
man.
the lowest I could find.
Yep. It's.
Do you remember
insane.
when it was just Jordans that were over $100?
And can't keep them in stock. Yes, I
No.
do.
Used to be just Jordans. They'd be like 109
Yeah.
or 129.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden the Barclays were 129.
Shaqs.
The Air Maxes.
Shaqs.
Well, Shaqs were Reeboks, and then he went.
Yes.
Then he went
Yeah.
super cheap too. Though those Reeboks were one.
The first to
one
go
something.
cheap was Patrick Ewing.
I think you're right.
The Ewings.
That's right.
There's
Yeah,
like $8.99 at Walmart.
Didn't like Marbury or something like Starberries or he had his
Yeah,
own.
I don't know.
man.
I'm not a shoe head, man. That's a
Me
Chad. That's a
neither.
Chad Cook thing, man. Chad's out of his mind with
Dude,
it. I
the
love it.
market for shoes is crazy. There's a secondary market where people are scalping shoes now.
Well, yeah, because they do the releases and the bots. It's just like any collectible
Anything,
item.
yeah.
Slavi's World.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
It's a TV show on Netflix.
Is it
And they
really?
talk about old 80s and 90s memorabilia and aftermarket
Oh yeah.
and how they sell it. And they got the shoes and everything.
T-shirts,
It's this weird
concert
crazy dude. He's
T-shirts.
wearing all 80s everything. And he's like, it's called Slobby because he's kind of dressed like a slob, but it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, back to school, guys. It's here. So next week will be Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
that's
know, right?
that's happening.
No, we'll be talking about Halloween.
What are we doing for New Year's, guys? Any plans?
Get out of here with that. With
So
New
we
Year's.
haven't
Oh
been
my
we haven't
God.
done this show now.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
What
You
was
got
that?
mail.
I guess that's from my computer. I don't know why or how.
That's
but
right.
whatever.
Go ahead. Continue, Scott.
I will not cut that out. As far as we haven't seen each other in a few weeks now, right?
It's been a while, man.
So we've all been we've had stuff going on. We got school starting right
I went and
now.
saw Colleen for her birthday. Happy birthday,
You
Colleen.
did go see
Thank
that.
you.
That's right. Did
It
you
was
have fun?
awesome. Yeah, I mean, because the weekend before was really like my birthday celebration, going to Jacksonville to the Hella Mega Tour,
Yeah.
seeing Weezer, Fall
How
Out
was
Boy,
that?
and Green Day.
Talk about that.
Like, no joke, it was the best concert I have ever been to. I don't know if it'll ever get better than that.
I don't know. You don't think it has anything to do with not seeing a live show in so long?
I
and
do think it has
everybody-
everything to do with that
Okay.
because the way that the bands. Okay, first of all, second time I've seen Weezer, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first show I saw Weezer was in St. Augustine. They literally played for 1 hour. I think Rivers Cuomo talked to the people like for 2 seconds. He said something. He got pissed off at one point at a guitar thing, left, came back, and that was it. And so I wasn't expecting much from them. But they came out, and he's dressed in all like these 80s gear with like a big thick mustache and socks pulled up to his knees and small shorts. And they had a whole set going on, and he seemed so happy. And I'm like, whoa, like this is not the same Weezer I saw. Like it was amazing.
Did they play Africa?
Yes,
Awesome.
they did. And then afterwards, like in between the sets and everything, everybody around was just in such good moods and happy. Even like in the long lines in the bathroom, you could just tell the vibe was awesome. And then Fall Out Boy, I wasn't expecting anything from them, and I was like, oh my god, I fucking love them now. Like he had guitar, like his guitar had fire coming out the end of it.
That's awesome.
And like, yeah, they played all their songs. They had set changes and stuff, and I'm not used to seeing like bands that they change their huge set right in front of you. Like that's like some Taylor Swift stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't know about that. And then Green Day came on, and of course it was just like, oh god, that was amazing.
Did
So,
Green Day do the thing where they invite a random kid up on the stage to play a song with them?
He invited a kid up on the stage and gave away a guitar, and then the kid went back down. I think they were getting real nervous with the COVID stuff, bringing people up and having them near there. Because after our concert was Miami, Fall Out Boy played that, but then somebody on their crew got COVID, so they didn't get to play the next two shows, Boston or New York after that. I don't even think they played DC.
That sucks.
So like they said, Weezer was playing like one of their songs and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it was definitely the funnest, best concert I've ever been to.
Well, that's good.
So
you
but
guys,
yeah.
you guys stayed
So
there?
yeah, we had my father-in-law paid for a really nice hotel on the river.
Hey.
That Green Day's crew was staying there. We saw their buses and stuff. So we were in our hotel room 6 minutes after the concert ended because we paid one of those pedicab drivers. I was like, Brent, I don't care. Give him $100. I want to be back. I'm too old for this shit. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
deal with the crowd. Get me home.
This is Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was
Badass.
awesome. I can't wait for our show, Scott, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. And
It's funny.
Scene.
Your concert
is gonna be
experience
fun.
changes the older you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now that we're old, guys. We're old.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm older than all
It's
of
like we want the seated area
Yeah.
with drink service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went and saw Slayer and Anthrax, I saw everybody down. I was at the seating area at Hard Rock. I saw everybody down there going, stupid. Sitting there with a beer and a hot dog. You idiots.
Yeah. I had the exact same experience with Death Clock and Mastodon
Yeah.
up in
Yep.
VIP. Big leather chairs,
It's so
our
great.
private waiter.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so nice.
Have you guys seen the documentary that Jared brought this up to me the other day of the second Woodstock that was in
Oh.
the 90s that they did at that old military
Nah, 'cause
base
it's
that
probably-
was on the
It's,
concrete?
it's real browbeating and negative, probably.
oh my, yeah.
Yeah, that was a shitty experience with a lot of it.
Like it was like, I
Like
mean,
when Limp Bizkit and Red Hot
Yeah,
Chili
'cause
Peppers and all them played.
they went real hard, and they had like a set like on a Saturday night after, and they were selling bottles of water for like $4 a bottle.
Yeah,
It's like a 3-day festival.
Yeah.
I guess it was a nightmare for people.
yeah, that
it
was
was-
bad. There was a lot of shitty things that happened at that.
And those are the
concert.
same guys that did the first Woodstock, right?
No,
Oh,
I thought it was one of the
No.
guys because they had the guy that was on-
possibly, but
one of the just one of them, I think. One of the promoters that was from the first one, the one that had the curly hair and that was
Yeah.
all like
yeah.
the popular guy. They had him on the second. It was crazy.
I remember
though.
Green Day had the big mudslinging thing at that
Yep.
Woodstock.
Primus did.
Yeah, Primus. Yeah, I remember-
That's when Metallica played, and they debuted their really bad mullets. Remember that?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
then James
Yeah.
and Megadeth was after that or something. It was like Limp Bizkit, then somebody else hardcore, then it was.
No, it was. I'll tell you. I remember one thing was Red Hot Chili Peppers covered "Fire" by Jimi Hendrix, and they started lighting everything on fire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anthony Kiedis and them are like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
The part that really got me though is the porta potties, right? And the way they had the showers there, it was creating these mud piles, but it was like it was shit. And these people were
Oh.
like sitting, like because they were so hot, they go fuck it, and they were sitting in these mud piles.
I remember watching
That was
it on
actually
MTV.
shit.
Oh, God.
And then they were
God.
throwing shit. Remember on MTV, they were throwing shit. Like MTV had to get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
it was
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit break stuff when they just destroyed the whole fucking
Yeah.
place.
And
That's
they
what-
walked up to him and said to him too, like, "Hey, calm down, don't rile the crowd." And he just went back out there and did more.
Yeah,
Well, and he was surfing on like a 2
huge platform.
like
Yeah.
plywood, right?
Wood and plywood.
Yeah.
yeah.
God, that's insane.
It's wild, but that was a damn good lineup though.
Yeah.
But
That's what's scary about festivals, man. Like, you just never know. Like, I was making a joke about the one Foo Fighters. They're gonna play Shaky Knees in Atlanta this festival, I guess, because Stevie Nicks and Limp Bizkit backed out. And I was like, well, I wonder if we could pull this off for one day. Then I was like, wait a minute, there's no seats. I'd have to use porta potty.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh god.
Well, I'm going to
I don't think so.
in a couple of weeks. I'm going to Chris Stapleton, and I don't go to those. I've never been to a show like that. I'm gonna be so happy.
That'll be a
I'm
good
gonna
show.
be so happy because I usually go to shows where I walk out fucking bloody and
Yeah.
tired, and I'm just gonna hang out and drink beer.
It's good. It's great because
Kathy and Josh are going.
That's
like,
awesome.
it's going to be people like all of us. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little older.
It just-
maybe
So
a
many
little
people
younger.
are going to that show, man.
Yeah.
They've been talking about
Oh,
it
yeah.
all week.
And you
when I talk
listen
about
to
my
this
show.
dude, and he's like, it's
Yeah.
really not. His voice is like soul,
Yeah.
like a soul blues voice.
Yeah.
It's crazy how good
And
he
all
is.
of these bands haven't been able to perform live in a while.
So they're
or
tearing
it's been
shit up.
off, and so they're healthy.
They're
They're ready
happy.
to go.
Yeah.
They're energetic
Yeah.
about it. So it's the
That
perfect
is-
time if you can go see
You're
a show.
right on, man, because they are so happy to be
So,
back at
do
it.
you guys think this is going to be? We're going to keep going with this because I'll tell you something I've noticed. MegaCon is this weekend.
Yeah.
That huge where all the celebrities come and
Yep.
everybody nerds out. Everybody's backing out. Like I was going to take the kids because we all love The Office so much, and like
Yeah.
3 or 4 people were going to be there.
Damn, really?
All backed out.
The thing about MegaCon
Everybody's backing out.
is that I've gone there. I went there one time.
Don't go on a Saturday.
No, that was my first
I know.
mistake.
Yeah.
That place draws in 250,000 people
Yes.
on a weekend.
Yeah, it's
And
insane.
most of the traffic is focused on Saturday.
Yeah, it's
It
insane.
gets so bad. Like if you like,
you can't
the trick
shop.
is,
You can't do nothing.
you have to get there. You have to be one of the first few in line and be done before like about noon, because from
Yeah.
noon until it's closed, I mean, it's a sea of people, and you have no control over the pace. You're just going with the
yeah,
flow.
we used to go every year.
It's nuts.
But this year, something told me, man, because the way this whole fucking pandemic's starting to jump off again, I was
Yeah.
like, man, if
Not
I,
safe.
you know, and it's you don't get you got to get your tickets back and all this shit.
And it's popping off.
Oh well, listen, everybody's canceling. Like everybody's canceling, and people are losing their shit over
Yeah.
it.
Well,
so.
and it's a big battle because you have, I don't want to talk politics, get back into that part of this.
Science isn't political.
But like school started back up, so all the kids are going back to school, and they're not all wearing masks, and they're not
No.
required to. And like,
Yeah.
I walked into Oak Park with a mask on. And
Yeah.
I'm not touting that you should or should. I don't care personally. I understand that what science says, and I do what I believe. Right.
Yeah.
When I go in there, like the police officer, none of the teachers there, no one's wearing masks. None of the kids. There's like me and one other person, I think. But
It's a different at
with
my
it popping
kid's
off the
school.
way it is, like the hospitals around here are legitimately, like the first time it ran around, everybody's like, the hospitals are going to be so inundated, it's going to be crazy. And then we drive past the hospitals and there's nobody there, right? Not now.
oh no.
Not now.
Yeah,
Like it's
well,
legitimately like there's like all over the place. Florida's popping.
I know firsthand over the last month.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, let me
it's
tell you,
been hitting
it's
everybody.
it's
real
a
close.
thing.
We haven't recorded in a few weeks because we're trying to be
Yeah.
safe. And we're trying to, everybody's got families and going back to school. We got family in town from out of town, so we've been trying to keep that circle close with us
Yeah.
and not like be around other people because I don't want them coming down here catching it.
Yeah.
So it's been wild.
For the summer, I had Stella in summer camp at Sandrift, and that's a great program.
Mhm.
And so it's run by Brevard County Parks and Rec. They did really good about like COVID protocols and stuff, like sanitizing. They weren't making the kids wear masks unless they wanted to. But the last week on a Monday, everybody got a text from them saying that somebody within the camp had tested positive and that person was staying home. And then so Tuesday, no text. Wednesday, another text came down saying that 6 of the kids out of their like 70-something kids that were in the camp all tested positive.
Yeah.
And so then you can see all the parents responding, Jamie's not going to, and because it was like the last couple days,
Mhm.
and they were all pulling their kids out. So I pulled Stella out. I took a day off from work on Thursday, and we went back to school shop, and we had a good time. Friday, her mom took her out and kept her out, but she had to drop her off on Monday. She said when she dropped her off on Monday, the place smelled like bleach, which was good, but there were only like 10 kids there
Well,
out of the 70-something, because this shit's affecting kids.
yeah.
When it first started happening, everyone was saying that it's not really hitting the kids that bad, but this Delta variant, the Delta Plus, is affecting kids.
Yeah.
And that shit's scary
Yeah.
as fuck too.
Yeah,
Every
and
time I hear variant, I think of Loki.
there's
Sorry.
oh yeah, like it's one of those things where like just do what's best for you and your family.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Just
You know,
do it.
there's people
We're-
fighting on airplanes.
We're
left and
already
right.
back. Like
Oh,
I was
that airplane! You saw
Yeah.
that video?
I saw a bunch of different.
I
ones.
was
Did you see
at-
the one with
Yeah.
the airline attendant that taped that guy, and
oh
when
yeah,
he's talking,
duct
he's
tape,
like,
yeah.
and so
Or packing tape.
he grabbed up my titties, and that ain't happening.
That was a funny interview.
It was the funniest video I'd seen. I thought
And
it
there
was
was
fake.
some where there was some good hard. It was a hardcore punch fest going on
Yeah.
on a plane in front of all these people.
Well, you
And-
see it in the stores now. Like
Oh, yeah.
if you got them, you see people. These people are so fucking stupid.
Sucks,
Oops,
man.
sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss. The
Mind
people
your own
are
business.
so dumb. I don't like it. Do what you do.
It comes down to just
Yeah.
minding your own goddamn business, basically.
Please don't do that.
Just that's it. If that person's wearing a mask, good for them.
Exactly.
If that person's not wearing a mask, you don't know why, leave them alone.
Yeah.
It's none of your business.
I
It's
agree,
not you.
man.
That's
Pretty
it.
easy.
Like when
Yeah.
you go out in public, you were choosing to be around other people that do have a freedom of choice
Right.
on how and to have different opinions than you. And so when you leave your house, you have to make, and it's not their fault. You know, you're the one that went out. You know,
Yeah.
if you're that scared and that worried, then you need to do what's best for you.
I would
and not be around, or find a different way, or do something else.
I would like maybe a representative from this state that believes in freedom say, you know what, I'm not going to mandate anything, but guys, we need to just put a mask on. Like that right there, you win me over. It's not happening, so I have a problem with that, but also I don't follow that shit too much, but I don't know. Whatever. Let's talk about concerts again.
Right.
Let's talk about something else.
I'm nervous that
Oh,
that things are. I was nervous that our concert or the one I just went to wasn't gonna happen because it was getting to that point.
I
where,
know. I got 2
something's
weeks.
gonna happen, and then the one that we bought, that Scott and I are going to in October, I still don't feel safe about that because I mean you never know. It's gonna be up to the band to decide because Florida's like every morning I turn on the news and it's like Florida and Texas, and like one
Yeah.
other state.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
We're trying to compete with each other. But how many people were wearing a mask at the concert? None. Huh?
I mean,
Yeah.
around me, none. I mean,
Wow,
where
yeah.
I saw some people with masks that were like up in the stands and stuff because we had floor seats.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were lucky enough; no one was really around us. But it did. Honestly, at that point, it didn't even matter.
It was outdoors too,
It
right?
was outside, and yeah,
That's a little different, I guess, because you're out there with
It's
the
a little
wind and
different,
It's
yeah.
versus being like inside
But
like, the arena
if
or
you're
something.
crowded outside at a concert,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, well, I waited when I got back, and I took a test before I went back to work, and I
Smart.
stayed at home. Like I didn't go anywhere before 3 days was up, and I took tests, and thank God they have those at-home testing kits
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, those things are amazing.
So
But-
Limp Bizkit, they just canceled the rest of their tour.
And Stevie Nicks.
And Stevie Nicks, yep.
Stevie needs to. She's older.
Yeah,
now,
she
you know.
canceled today, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I read that article, and she's saying something about, basically at my age, it'd be
Yeah, I
real
don't blame
dumb to
her
get
at all.
out there.
But she's a witch. She'd be fun. I love Stevie Nicks.
Oh, I do too, man. That's a guilty pleasure.
There's nothing to be guilty about.
Oh
that.
man, I'll blast the hell out
I was
of
gonna say, I don't think anybody's
Fleetwood
judging
Mac,
you
Stevie Nicks. Oh yeah, man.
for listening to Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, there's just something about hearing like that witchy woman singing.
That voice.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is it's second to none for me, man. I love Stevie Nicks.
And I think that guy brought it all back with some cranberry juice and a skateboard. And now all these like young
Yeah,
kids,
he really did, didn't
like
he?
they
I
went
forgot
to
about
number
that.
1 on the charts, and
Yeah.
they're all discovering Fleetwood Mac. It's pretty cool.
That happened in what? It was like, was it the late 80s or early 90s with Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen? With
That
Wayne's World?
was
Oh,
early
yeah.
90s.
Or
early
like
90s.
91?
Yeah.
That was a number one song.
Before Green Day came out on stage, that the lights were all low, and they started playing that song, and literally the whole entire
sang
stadium.
it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it was that part, everybody had their cell phone flashlights on. They're like, da da da.
Yeah.
But the thing about that though is that song is a song for our generation because of that movie.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I probably wouldn't have
Every-
even known it because of yeah.
Yeah, everybody in our age group, if you play that, they will sing that.
See,
Or if they don't sing it, they'll know every lyric.
And they'll
of it.
headbang at the right
Right.
time.
and I was mad because I grew up, like, my favorite movie was Flash Gordon. And I remember News of the World when I was a little kid. I would listen to it. My dad would play it.
and Flash Gordon has the Queen song, Flash Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
So when that all came up, I was like, no, this is my band. Why does everybody like them?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. And then it happened again when the movie came out.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, the biograph. I don't know.
Have you guys seen that?
I haven't.
I have not. Heard it was good.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it was real good.
Speaking of generational songs, you know the Black album from Metallica turned 30 this year?
No.
Yeah.
yeah, 91.
Yep. They released the Blackest album, which is like
Look, we talked about
we did
this.
talk about this, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they released another.
Talked about
Nothing
the
Else-
Miley Cyrus,
Yeah.
Elton John one.
So they've released a lot of covers of Nothing Else Matters, but there was one that came out today that was particularly good. I don't remember who was the cover. It was some younger girl, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
But that, yeah, Colleen, that album is 30 years old.
Dude, like,
It's
that's
so bad.
blowing my mind.
I know, right? Because like for me, it doesn't feel that old. Like, because that's what I grew up listening to, right? That one album in particular.
Not liking Metallica has been popular for 30 years.
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, I know they got really unpopular when the Napster
with
shit broke.
Load and all that.
Well,
but,
Load was a
but
terrible
when
album.
Black Album came out, I hated it.
Did you really?
You did?
I hated
That's
it.
surprising.
You probably hate
And
it because
Justice
everyone else
for
liked
All?
it.
No, it was just, it wasn't, it was there, it was, I enjoy it, but it was, they got rid of everything.
Yeah.
Like the thrash was gone.
Because they appealed to the masses.
And
I
they
mean,
put
that's why
it-
somebody
yeah.
like me would like it. 'cause they
Yes,
definitely-
yes.
Well, what was the bass player's name that quit? Jason Newsted. He's
Yeah,
like,
Jason
yeah, we
Newsted.
sold out every stadium we played on the
arena
last
we
tour.
played. Yeah. Yeah, and he was right.
Yep.
But now, years later, I enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, what are some bands? So you didn't like Metallica. What is a band from back in the day?
Oh, I got one.
Scott, that you can't
Go ahead,
stand
Charlie.
that everybody liked.
This is my thing. Is I hated them then, but I love them now.
Okay.
Dave Matthews Band.
I like Dave Matthews Band.
I didn't like them, and now I listen to them. I'm like, I was wrong. These
Because
guys, their musicianship, they're
They're all
unbelievable.
virtuosos. Yeah.
They're-
The drummer's a badass. The bass player's
they're
they're all bad.
They're unbelievable. You have anybody, Scott?
A band that I did not like way back in the day that I like now.
Yeah, like Alice in Chains was another one. I couldn't stand them.
Really?
And
What?
Years later,
used to love them.
I'm like, I'm wrong. I'm a moron.
Yeah. I love them.
Yeah.
Still do.
One that kind of comes to mind just because I thought they were a little bit annoying was Foo Fighters.
I get that.
It was fun
but
words.
No,
now,
I understand
now I really do respect. I've watched some of their documentaries. I watched that Sonic
Highways.
Yeah.
Oh.
And after I watched Sonic Highways, I went, man, I
So-
kind of really like them
Yeah,
a lot. Like
so
they're
good.
Yeah.
like they're very good.
Well,
talented
back in the
people.
day, though, when they first came out, I mean, they were like kind of like with the music videos, it was all a big joke, and
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing real serious about it. But then as they've matured over the years, yeah,
you know, I really used
good
to.
music.
I really, really hated Hanson, and they're growing on me a little
Come
bit.
what?
They're not
Really?
bad. Yeah, they got a little older now.
They're not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Colleen, what about you?
I can't. I trying to think of if there's anybody that I didn't like that I like now. I mean, I guess Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, because I really like.
Do we like the
Dance
Backstreet
Dance
Boys
was
and
cool,
NSYNC
but-
now that they were in This Is the End movie or whichever band it was?
I do not.
I know. I never
Are they
listened
cool
to them
now?
anyways.
Is Timberlake cool now? Because I hated all of them
I
back
I
then.
love Justin Timberlake's
but
solo
I think he's
stuff.
pretty
though.
badass now.
Well, he's
Like that
he's
Sexy Back
talented.
song. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man, that song was so cool.
And he was doing those Saturday Night Live songs with
Yeah, Jimmy
Andy
Fallon.
Samberg.
Oh, the
Oh
Dick in a
man.
Box,
Yeah.
He did those?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
the Lonely Island Boys.
I love that shit, man. It's great.
The last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine starting this week. I'm so sad.
I remember
Samberg,
when he did
sorry.
when Sandberg did his first roast. I can't remember who they were. I can't remember who they were roasting.
Oh
But he's
God.
like, I'm so roasting everybody right now. Like he was being so cheesy with
So
it, but it
funny.
was so freaking funny.
Now, going back to
fun
the
of Jonah
band
Hill.
thing, one band that I couldn't stand back in the day that I still can't stand is Nirvana.
Oh.
Every time if they come on, like if I'm on like a 90s rock playlist on Spotify and they come on, it's an instant skip.
Like he to everybody, like seriously, is like since he's passed, is like would have been a god forever in rock. You know,
Yeah.
like he's a pet on a pedestal with a lot of his fans. And I liked him. I loved him.
That's how I was with Soundgarden, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, because I was into Pantera, Slayer, and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so but I liked like Black Flag, Gnostic Front, all that stuff.
Sure.
And then when I heard that, I was like, well, it's not, I don't know what this is. But then years later, like Nirvana, Something in the Way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I respect what they did for what they did for music for sure.
yeah.
I just Smashing Pumpkins is the same way.
No,
I've never liked them. I don't know why.
I like
It's the
Dude, the
vocals.
I still remember the
Billy
first time
Corgan
I
with that
ever,
voice.
The first time I ever heard Teen Spirit. I still remember that. And like honestly, it was a drum beat at like and I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
It was like,
Stone Temple
listen to a
Pilots was
lot of
big one
country
for us,
before
too.
that. I never have liked Linkin Park.
Nah, me neither.
Yeah.
I never got it, and like everybody was so obsessed
Counting
with it.
Crows, I didn't like very much. Everybody liked Yeah.
No, me neither.
It's a long December.
No, I never. Liked.
Stone Temple Pilots.
I liked
Um,
STP.
And
Yeah.
Pearl Jam. Like Pearl Jam for me,
That's
that
another
elderly
one.
woman behind
No.
the counter in
Yeah.
a small town. I don't know why, but I fucking loved that
Not a
song
big
when
Pearl
it came
Jam
out.
person.
Yeah.
Never was, man.
And then Eddie
Uh-huh.
Vedder does his own ukulele songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
sounds
and-
great.
And he did all the. He did. I know, right? And he did the soundtrack to what's that movie where they're walking?
The movie where they're walking.
What is it?
Forrest Gump. No.
Motherfucker walked all the way to Alaska.
Forrest
practically,
Gump?
and
The Avengers.
Into the
no,
Wild.
Into the Wild.
Yeah.
And Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder did the soundtrack to that, and and I love that soundtrack, so I listen to it all the time.
Yeah,
God.
it's
really good.
I only know their very first album. What was it? 10.
Yep.
Right. And I don't know
Vitology.
any of their
10,
other music.
yeah.
It's just that one album.
Yeah, I
know.
was into like Faith No More and Primus. And
Now,
stuff
Faith
like
No
that.
More, those guys have been good from the beginning until the end.
I love them.
I mean, that one song, they still play
Oh,
that shit
epic.
on. What is
I think
it?
that's the
On
only song I
JRR.
know by them.
Oh, they're unbelievable.
That the vocalist he's so skillful. You know, he's been in a shit ton of side projects too. But I mean, that guy his vocal range is crazy.
I was never
Mike
a big
Patton.
Limp Bizkit
Yep.
fan.
oh, live. They're on.
I give them all the credit for
They're-
what they did in their time.
they're
and, you know what I
unbelievable
mean?
live,
They-
man.
Yeah, I just was never a
Jesus.
huge individual fan.
The first time I heard Faith, man, it was so awesome. I was like, what did they do to
Yeah.
this song? love
I
it.
saw them with it was Korn, Helmet, and Limp Bizkit. And Limp Bizkit, they didn't even have an album out. And Fred Durst gave me a demo tape.
Nice.
No way.
Like
I
pretty much
gave it to
every
Jason
rock
Wyckoff.
band- like what's the best rock band of the night? Like they came out to where they're all the same. You had Silverchair, Creed. You had
No, Creed and
Everclear.
Silverchair were way far
They're
apart.
all different, but they all
no,
came
but
out
different
around
era.
this-
No,
Were they not?
Silverchair was like 92.
Was it what was
Creed was like probably 99, 98.
When I
maybe,
think about
yeah.
the 90s music, I think of like Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
All
I'm thinking
of
of
those
all
were
the stuff
But
when I
I
was in
get
high
it.
school.
I get
Like
it.
when I
grunge
was in
stuff.
high school, you had like the Offspring. Like there was all these bands.
Well, you
that
had
were
Green
like,
Day and Offspring.
They
That
were-
punk rock.
They
took
were
over.
going.
Then you had Tool, Rage Against the Machine.
And Corn.
Yeah.
you had,
Rage was.
and you had
Charlie
your
would
Pearl
write-
Jams and all those.
Yeah,
Charlie would write
Korn.
corn on everything
Corn,
in school
just
with
to
a
piss
damn
people off.
backwards K. I'm like,
Yeah.
What
oh,
was like
Charlie.
Bush and
Backwards R.
Everclear?
Oh,
Weren't they
backwards
all
R,
our
my bad.
senior year about like
Yeah,
Bush and
Bush,
Everclear,
yeah.
Silverchair,
Bush, Hum, Toadies.
Millions
Yep.
of Peaches, dudes.
That's-
like
That's
uh,
Presidents of
Dead
the United States of
Presidents.
America.
Like, didn't all those bands all pop up right around that time?
Yeah,
It was the best time in
They
music.
all disappeared. Poof,
But then at that same time too, you had
fucking Oasis.
Britney Spears, you had 98 Degrees and Backstreet Boys and all the
and then you
that was
also
going
had
on.
Jay-Z,
And
you had
Tupac and
Tupac and
Biggie.
Biggie, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the 90s
50
really
Cent.
were like
Snoop,
50
Doggy
Cent.
Style. Oh my God,
50 Cent's
Snoop.
first song, that one song.
Yeah.
We
There-
sound-
Shorty.
Yeah.
There was a
It's
time
your
back
birthday.
then that people would be like, "What kind of music do you listen to?" And when you didn't have one particular, like, "Oh, you listen to country," or "Oh, you listen to this," you weren't. It wasn't cool to say like,
It was
"I
cool to
own-"
hate country.
Like you couldn't.
I
like
don't know,
everything.
man. Wasn't Garth Brooks in the 90s?
Garth
Yes.
Brooks
Took
Toby
over
Keith,
the world.
Garth
Alan
Brooks
Jackson
was the shit.
George
Shania-
Strait? Like,
Toby Keith was trash.
Shania
Yeah,
Twain.
get out.
George
here.
Strait.
But see,
Shania Twain was huge in the 90s.
like,
Oh, yes,
Vanilla
she
Ice and all
was.
that was that 90 or 89,
No,
88,
89, 90.
89, 90?
That-
And then
yeah,
you got,
that was late
Too
80s.
Legit to Quit and all
MC
your
Hammer.
MC
That was-
Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I remember as a kid. you know,
Coolio,
listening to
man.
that.
Fantastic Voyage.
See, that's what I like.
God, it's a good
Coolio.
song. Yeah.
Didn't he get
All
roped
that
into
shit.
some crack rocks and stuff? Kinda
Maybe.
after his career
Who?
peaked?
It's possible.
Coolio.
Dude, when you're famous, when you're a rocker, rap, any of those, you've got into some shit.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I think he had a hard time with that. I might be misremembering that. Somebody correct me on the forum.
Man, the 90s
Or
were
Facebook
so
group.
awesome. So many different types of music came out, and everybody loved it. And now it's like, Every time I listen to new stuff,
it's the
I'm just
same.
Like,
We're just
You want to know what it
old.
is now there's so
no, it's not. In the
much-
80s, they
It's
didn't
the
have any.
same. We're
like-
just old.
There's so much out there now though. If you go on
Yeah.
Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon Music or whatever, there's iHeart. They're on all of them. They all have different genres, and then you can kind of do suggestions or new music. There's tons. There's so much you can't consume it.
Yeah.
Now everybody like the same 10 or 15 bands. You know, if you really just went out and listened to brand new music and you like stuff, and then you came to a group of people, you guys are all going to have different music. that
Yeah,
you like.
Spotify will take whatever you listen to and make your own playlist.
Yeah.
They do a great
It
job.
mines so fucking quick.
How many? Because it breaks it up
so
by
good.
genre.
So crazy.
How many? Because they're the daily list, right?
It does the daily mix for you.
How
It
many
does for
daily
me.
mixes are you up to right now?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
You can tell. So because I listen to so
Or no, I'm sorry. Mine's Amazon Music.
I have Amazon Music
Amazon
too.
Music's they're all almost
do
the
that.
same too, and they're all
Your
great.
playlist,
Yeah.
and it just picks
Yeah.
songs
You know,
for
Garth
you.
Brooks is not on some and then on others. He's not
Yeah.
on Apple, but he's on Apple or Amazon.
But the reason because of that, because he wasn't on any service for a long
Yeah,
time.
it was him, the Beatles, AC/DC,
Yep.
Tool,
because they
Jay-Z.
were still making
Jay-Z.
because he made a deal, an exclusivity deal with Walmart, Garth Brooks, to sell
Oh.
his CDs.
I remember
there.
that.
And he made close to $1 billion
Yep.
because you could not find him on the streaming services.
Yep.
And then once he, could see that you could make some money from that,
Yeah.
he negotiated exclusivity deals with like Apple Music or whatever he's on right now. But that's the
They're
only
smart.
one you can listen to.
God, that's a fucking concert I went to back in the day. Garth Brooks. It
I
was
bet
like,
that was a badass concert.
God, he played a Kiss song.
They're saying he's
Like,
putting on a great show now.
Yeah, he just gave a guitar away to a
Unbelievable.
little girl
Oh, Chris
that was
Gaines?
losing her mind. It was so cute.
Chris
He just
Gaines
showed-
when he went
Chris
emo.
What the fuck happened there, bro?
He had
He tried to
slick black
MJ
hair.
it and go play some baseball for a little while.
Yeah.
Him, Tebow, and Jordan were on. I think that was weird.
Let's take a break.
Yeah,
We're back for real.
I think so. I think for realsies.
Chris bought a money pit.
Yeah.
I mean a boat.
Break out another 1,000.
Yeah, man.
It's I don't know anything about boats, so this is
Cool. Let
But
me
I-
come with you.
Well, you
But-
need a trailer.
well, yeah. So, but I've been I've been learning a lot as I go, right?
Yeah.
Because I've wanted one for a while. I want to be able to get Stella out there on the water to give her something to do
Sure.
with nature and stuff. And sold the motorcycle, and then made some money on that, and then bought the boat. It's been 2 weeks. Have yet to get it on the water working, but I've learned a lot about engine maintenance and boat maintenance in general, and I feel pretty confident about me and Chud are going to take it out on Saturday morning.
Nice, man. How's Chud doing?
He's doing great.
Love Chud.
Yeah, he is good people.
Dude, when I saw him at the I love that dude. Man.
Yeah.
We just talk music the whole time.
Hey,
The whole
Scott,
time.
you want to
Yeah.
take the boat? You want to take the boat out, Scott? I'm like,
Yeah. So I
how
called
many
him.
times have you taken it out?
Well, I haven't.
Well, have you? I said, I don't want to be the first one.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you get 10 deep.
So I was off work yesterday.
10 deep, and then I'll
regular
go on
time.
the 11th.
I'm sitting there, after work, staring at the boat. I'm like, I wonder if Scott wants to go out. I know it's super last minute. I didn't know you had your family over. I'm like, hey, Scott, you want to go? He's like, yeah.
Look, I got some stuff I need to do.
And legitimately, if I didn't have the kids,
I'm eating
I love
some
going on the
microgreens
boat.
right
Like, me and Derek just go on the boat all the time. I love going on the boat. I'm like, I'll fucking go on the boat. Hell yeah. But then when I asked that question, no, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What am I setting myself up for here? First boat, like, especially when you buy a used boat, you always got to go through and find all the shit the previous owner hid from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that, dude,
Yeah.
there's so many things that, oh, yeah, no, the trailer works great. Even though when I plugged it in to drive it away, nothing on it worked, right? He's like, oh, it's probably your harness. So I drive it all the way from Daytona Beach on 95
No.
back here with no lights on it,
Oh
right?
my
During the
God.
day. And then So I'm like, I'm troubleshooting it. I got a circuit tester. Everything at the harness works. So I had to eventually, long story short, rewire the entire trailer to make it work.
Aren't you afraid of like taking that boat out into the water and something going wrong when you're in the middle of like
Well,
nowhere?
we talked about it.
Yeah.
They got CETO, right?
Yeah, there's a service called CETO.
So you need your cell phone to make sure it has service for that.
That's-
What if you don't have service on your cell phone?
Well, then that's a problem.
Like no
Just
joke,
figure it
I
out.
think about all these things and like this fear
I've been
overtakes
there.
me.
I've been there at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
I have.
I'm right there with you.
It's terrible.
That's why the trip on Saturday is going to be real close to the marina because I have a trolling motor on it.
Mhm.
So worst case
you're good.
scenario,
Yeah, the trolling motor is
if
your
it
help.
breaks down, I've
Just
got
troll
a
in.
brand new battery with a trolling motor that'll at least get us back, right? But I'll get CETO. It's $180 a year. They'll pick you up
Sure.
wherever.
I broke down with a friend out in Sebastian Inlet. It was right outside the inlet where the water was rough, and it was bad situation. And we got so lucky because boaters help.
They help each
boaters.
other out.
Yeah.
And if someone saw us, they instantly threw us a rope. They said, "Where you at?" We're like, "We're sorry, man. We're like 15 minutes that way." And he's like, "Dude, we got you. No problem. Let's
Yeah.
do it."
That's awesome.
Dropped us off at our campsite.
Thank God.
Well,
amazing.
it's a whole community, right? Like
It
'cause,
really is.
I've got a neighbor who's been boating his entire life, and he saw me having a hard time trailering it and backing it in my driveway.
Yeah.
He's like, "Let me just give you a hand and show you how to do this." And he
Yeah.
showed me
Mm-hmm.
so much just in that 10 minutes span.
Yeah.
It's like
You'll
even,
get it.
even buying a
You'll get
trailer. Like when I bought that first trailer, the first few times I backed that thing, I actually hit the
Well, you
the
have to
side
practice.
of
Yeah.
my rear view light. I cracked because I turned it too sharp trying to back up. Really, just getting yourself used to your opposite.
Go to an
turn
empty
to
parking
get you to
lot
turn
and
that way.
practice.
Yep.
It's so counterintuitive because when you turn the steering wheel to the right, the trailer goes to the left.
Left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you put your hand on the bottom of the steering wheel, and that way,
Yeah.
when you're turning, it's intuitive. But
Exactly.
one day, and then the thing about it though, the boat market is so on fire right now.
It really is.
If I take this thing out and if I just hate it, I could probably sell that boat within a day or two
Oh yeah.
for as much as I got, if not more, because of the upgrades I've done to it. since
Yep.
then.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd rather
the
you have
boating
that than your
community,
motorcycle.
Too,
Yeah.
By the way, if you go up to like New Smyrna and some of these places, I mean, they go to these islands and there's 50, 60 boats all
Yeah.
It's a
stuck
party,
up,
man.
and everybody's swimming, hanging. People you don't know, you're just popping right up
Oh,
next
yeah.
to somebody.
Yeah.
They're throwing some little things in between the boats so you don't mess each other up. And if you're not careful, if you're on low tide or if you're at a certain spot and you leave your boat somewhere and you're drinking, having fun with your friend, that boat's gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to wait for the tide, or you're going to have to get dug out or pushed out.
Weren't
with
you
a bunch of
helping with
people.
a boat a little
I almost
while?
died last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that story.
That was fun.
Colleen, I got a question. What's this thing Scott's got up on the TV? Is that the brewing play with the
Yeah.
brewery?
Little Debbie's.
I mean, we have something in mind, but we were just all curious of everyone's Little Debbie favorite snacks. For those that know what Little Debbie's are, because apparently there's people in this world that don't know what Little Debbie's are.
As the podcast, what
I
do
don't
we
wanna know
choose?
them.
What's the best one? Do we have a consensus
For me,
number
no.
one?
For me, it's strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
Okay,
Colleen?
but I guess when I think of Little Debbie's,
Or the
my
Christmas
mind
trees.
immediately goes
Yeah.
to Swiss cake rolls,
Christmas
but the
trees.
Christmas trees
Well,
or
all-
the hearts ones. The,
I will.
The white
we have
ones.
3
Yeah.
Christmas trees. Can we get a 4?
I'm going Nutty Buddy.
Ooh, I love Nutty Buddies.
I'm not a.
Yeah, that's my go-to. That's like I don't keep a lot of junk food at my house, but that's one I keep.
I like the oatmeal
because-
cream pies.
Those
personally.
cosmic brownies.
Oh,
oatmeal cream pies are the best.
What
Yeah,
about
but you got to
the-
get the big ones?
Ooh, those are even better.
Yeah, man.
Those-
And then
Yes,
a
they
scoop
have-
of French vanilla ice cream on top.
Are you talking about the oatmeal cream pies, the big ones
Yes.
that are
Oh,
like that
yeah.
big, size of your hand?
Yeah, can we all agree on oatmeal cream pies?
They had
Yeah.
those the last launch attempt for OFT2,
Oh.
and I grabbed one, and I'm like, I'm tired, but it's like I'm kind of hungry. I don't have time for a regular meal, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna house this
Just
thing.
smash that.
Man, I got 3/4 of the way through it, and I could feel
You could,
Wilford
yeah.
Brimley coming out, and the beat is forming.
It's
It's
so
so much sugar.
Yeah. Put a scoop of ice cream on it.
the cosmic
Change your life.
brownies. I used to eat those a lot when I was a kid.
What about the crispy ones with like the
Star Crunch.
the Star Crunches? Those are good.
Yeah, Star Crunch. I
Star
haven't,
Crunch
I haven't
is
had one of those in
fantastic.
years, man.
I've been doing my Little Debbie research, but we just had to figure out which ones everyone likes and
Just do the strawberry shortcake for this guy.
You
Because it's going to be so much chocolate.
right. That's the
You're
thing.
going to need
You gotta-
something light.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the banana ones, I
Eh.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give a vote to the The strawberry ones. 'Cause those, man, those are good.
I submitted a soap.
If you go on Instagram, like, and go to Play Linda Story, you can vote for those different ones, and
Okay.
then it'll tell you how many people, percentage-wise, have already voted for it.
Okay.
And I was surprised that strawberry one was like 80% no to 20% yes. I was a yes for it.
Damn,
But
really?
maybe only a few people had taken it. So,
Bunch of heathens.
yeah.
So what's up, man?
Scott, you got family in town today, man.
Yeah.
We came
It
over.
has been fantastic. My brother has not been down. We have not hung out in a very long time, other than me seeing him up in Kentucky when I'm up there. And he brought his fiance Tori down with his kids.
Oh, what a cute kid! That
He
little,
was too.
that little 2-year-old. Oh my god,
Little
Zayden
towhead.
is not. He nothing. He smiles. That's what he does.
that's what he did the whole time.
He smiles.
Charlie's like high five. He's like, runs away.
We had the air mattress
He's
in
so
here
cute.
a few nights ago in the middle of where we are, and all he wanted to do is jump off the couch onto the air mattress, dude, and just giggle and it's,
Oh.
it's so fun to be around
That
a
age,
kid that's just so
a
happy
2-year-old.
and
Oh,
fun. Yeah.
so great.
And then his brother Michael's been here, so Silas's cousin. For the first half of a day, they were getting along great, and then it's instant fights.
I know
You know how
your
it
brother's
is.
telling that story. He's like, I said he could hit him in the head with a pillow. He moved the pillow and just smacked him on the head. I was
But
like, oh my god.
when they get along, it's like no other. But when they fight, it's
Isn't it like that
Oh,
though? With
man.
families that
When I
young
came
age?
in, you said you and your brother were playing basketball, man.
oh yeah. Oh, and then we got Lily. And Lily's, I love Lily. She reminds me of my mom. She's so intuitive and throws shit out there like my mom. That's great. I love seeing all
that's
of them
awesome,
here.
man.
My brother's a basketball player as well.
Like good enough to play for the
we,
Magic.
we argue basketball.
I'm good enough
we
to play.
argue basketball. I tried to
I
put the
knew
Magic
it.
preseason game up with the Magic beat the Golden State Warriors. By the way,
Was it a
Jalen-
preseason?
Is that
a
It was a
big deal or
preseason.
something?
Jalen Suggs is legit.
It was a preseason game or
Oh,
a
yes.
summer league
Oh,
game?
it's a summer league. Fucking summer
Oh, so it
league.
doesn't count then.
Yeah,
It's summer league.
it's
Don't
just
count.
they don't. It's not even their real players.
But it was so nice.
half
to
the
see.
players on the team won't be
It
on
was
the team.
so nice to
We
see
won every
a floor
preseason game,
general be
woo!
a general. Like good
Yeah.
things are coming. We have the
Oh
best
yeah,
coach we can
summer
get.
league's a
I just want
big,
you guys to understand how
big
good
deal.
things are going to be. Not
Yeah.
this year, but maybe
And
next year.
everybody changed the podcast, right? When we bring this up.
So my brother and I, we always talk trash basketball because I used to whoop him because I'm 8 years older than he is.
and he used to run track.
So over the years, I've always kind of had that king stature.
Now you do not.
Well, I don't know about what am I, 42 now? About 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I was up there and we got into one of our wrestling matches, and I usually could just overpower him or be on top of him, put my weight to my advantage. He yoked me up in a headlock and had me
Choked out, huh?
like I was hurting, and he was like, "Did I fucking win?" I'm like, "You won."
Oh,
That was 7, 8 years ago. I was like, "Oh shit!" He's tougher than I am now.
oh no.
And basketball, I was really hopeful. I was hitting some shots or when we were practicing. Let's do it. Let's do this every time we hang out. Every time I see you, we got to get a game in, and we'll keep a lifetime score. Got me. I was like, let's do 3.
You played a 3?
Let's do ones, just first one to 3, and then let's see how we feel and keep going up from there. Maybe we'll get to 21.
3 points?
It was late. We just had dinner. We were out there already playing for a little while.
So not even horse,
I'm
pig.
a fat, unhealthy man right now. I was sweating. Dude, I hit a couple shots. Dude, I drove on him. I did this awesome little. Because we're both left-handed, so
You
we
gotta
can't.
video it.
My strength is left-handed, so is his. So every time I tried to go left, he kept getting me. So I did a little right-handed under
look at that.
the basket thing, and it worked. And I was like, "Oh shit, you just got schooled 1-0." And then boom, he started hitting shots. And then he beat me 5-4.
Hey,
When
man.
we got to that, we played a long time. We missed a lot of shots. I was so tired I couldn't. I jumped in the pool.
What's the
man.
lifetime score? Do you know?
He's up 1-0 now.
There you go.
So
I
when
mean,
do you,
old school. I mean, I won all those.
When are you going to hear from the Magic about trying out for him?
Well, that won't happen. That won't happen.
You don't think? I think you might be as good as
40,
some of
40
sounds
hey,
like
I'll
it.
be about as old as that Giannis guy that we got on our summer league team.
Oh, you
He's
got a guy named
29.
Giannis on your team?
He's
That's
Timmy,
good.
Giannis.
That's really
Gianni
good for
Timmy.
basketball.
Oh yeah.
Where's he from?
I think Russia.
Michigan.
A Russian that
He's
plays in the
somewhere
NBA.
out there. You
Oh,
gotta
that
see
should
him.
be good.
I can't. I don't know enough. I can't talk.
Is he
about
from Dagestan? Because he should be in the UFC. He shouldn't be in the NBA.
Does he? Is that the guy with the alto sax?
No, I don't know.
it. He's got this white hair. He's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but he was really good in that first summer league game. He's 29 years old.
Oh, wow.
This is his last chance to make it.
He was good in a summer league game?
He was an MVP for years on. He got
Crazy.
drafted by, I think, Denver in 2015.
I think we got 6 people listening that were in summer league games.
You got some trivia for us?
Go summer league.
How good are the Patriots going to be this year?
I don't know.
God.
But I won't brag about them winning summer league
Who's your
games.
quarterback again?
It's Cam Newton. Mac Jones. We have 2.
Mac Jones is better than Cam.
Probably.
Miami's looking pretty good, by the way.
Oh, yeah, every year.
No.
Preseason.
Yeah, that'll be great.
They always do. That's the thing. They look amazing preseason.
Do you guys understand that this
They're
is
the
all I
NFL
have?
magic.
Let's be real.
They start
I
the
can't,
season
I can't tell
strong.
if Chris is being serious right now
Oh
or
no,
not.
I know the Dolphins. They start every season looking
That
effing
was back in the
spectacular.
Shula days.
But then
The
by
Wannstedt
about
days.
the 4th game, that's when it's over.
Yeah.
They
No,
may
last
make
year
the
we did it on the
playoffs,
second half
maybe.
run.
You know,
And
though,
then
aren't
that's
you
it.
glad that it's over with after 4 games? You know they're going to suck, and then you can just
No.
go about your business.
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of getting your hopes up, and then they just...
Can I announce something real quick? If anybody out there wants to do an Adjust Mike fantasy football draft,
Yeah,
football
I want
league,
to.
if you,
Yeah.
I'm not going to run it,
I'm not
but
either.
if anybody wants to
what?
run it, like Colleen,
I'm
let
not
us-
running it.
Okay, if anybody out there wants to
already running
run
2.
me too, a league, message us, let us know, please. But
Yeah.
I will be down to play.
We'll make BJ do it.
I'll do it. Yeah, if we can get somebody to
Oh,
run it, I will
Scott,
join.
Don't make a commitment.
100%.
Oh, you won't run.
I'll
it.
join. I won't
One.
run.
No, I'm not running it.
That was 1.
I'm in. That's 3 of us.
But-
Chris is in. That's 4.
It's so nice
Yeah.
to have my brother here, though, like talking and bullshit, and we get along so well. We talk on the phone a lot at night,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like how when you have your brother in.
Travis is coming in a couple weeks.
And what has Travis been doing? He's been out in Vegas, right?
Yeah, he's at the summer league.
He got to meet who?
Jason Tatum.
And
Somebody else. No, I don't know.
And
A Magic player. I never heard of him.
Cole. You send me messages. I will
but I
call
didn't-
you out.
I know, but I don't know who he
Cole
is.
Anthony. It's Greg
Cole
Anthony's
Anthony.
son, actually.
Oh, I know Greg
And
Anthony.
everybody knows Greg Anthony. It's his son. He plays for the Magic. He got
Yeah.
he had
I
like
don't know
5.
who Greg is.
he had like
Everybody
3 or
knows who
4
that guy
last
is.
second
Everybody
shots
knows him.
last year.
Everybody knows
But
Greg.
for Trav, because he's a huge Magic fan, right?
yeah,
Stella.
Travis loves the Magic.
Do you know
and-
Greg Anthony? Do you know who he is? No? Okay.
Same
Yeah,
girl,
same.
same.
But yeah, Travis is out there right now for work, and he's been meeting all these people. It's pretty cool.
It is cool, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
So that's been just fantastic, actually, having the fam here.
You had like
Everybody
a
knows.
picture of a huge amount of people at the beach the other day, too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is that where you got your sunburn?
So here's
on
how
your
the-
head?
Here's how the
Yeah, you got skin
You gotta
on
take
your
care of
you got
yourself,
skin on your
man.
microphone
Does
right
it
now.
look
Amanda would be very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
It's I put sunblock on.
Loving sunblock.
No, you
I put-
didn't.
no, I did. I swear I did.
At the 2 days before you went to the
I
beach.
put it right when I got there, and I just didn't reapply, and we were there for a while.
Yeah, it's
Just
bad.
everybody.
You're-
Scott's head is
well, you know
peeling
what's
right
bad?
now.
It's bad because I didn't put any lotion
Well,
on. when
and
I
you're
got
picking it.
home.
You're picking your
or
skin
this morning.
right
If I would
now.
have put lotion on this morning, it wouldn't be doing
Stop
it.
picking your
It
skin.
puts the lotion on the skin.
I like picking.
Are you
it.
gold?
It gets the hose again.
Gold member
Whenever
from
you get-
Austin Powers.
Do you guys have that? Like,
That's
whenever,
weird.
Whenever you get that kind of skin stuff, do you guys pull it?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's like it's
I can't
addiction.
help it.
Make a pile of it.
And if Brent like it's a sunburn too, I'm like, I'm peeling that shit right now.
Because you
Yeah.
want to see if you can get
It's
one.
taking everything I have not to peel your forehead right
Like,
now.
Let's see who can get the biggest chunk.
No,
on one
man.
pull.
I'm leaving.
I'm down.
It's a school night. It's a school night. I'm gone.
It's like I can't help
So
it.
do you like Pop Zits too?
Fuck yes.
This is so gross.
You don't even want to know.
Ah!
Don't act
No.
like y'all don't do it.
I know. I don't.
No, I don't.
I really, really don't.
Well, then you've
It's
never
fun.
had the pleasure of getting one popped.
It's
and
like
No.
satisfying.
it's
and
totally. It's like the pimple popper
fun.
videos when they finally get it all out and you're like, yeah.
All
it's
right,
like
that's
10,
all for this
15
week,
seconds.
guys. We'll see you next week.
Uh,
Can we? What are we doing?
There's a whole segment
Sorry.
on TikTok that I stumbled on that has all.
Man.
Oh,
We can do that on our OnlyFans. Pop Zits.
Ugh.
So about that trivia.
Oh, we still got trivia to do.
Yeah.
It's a school night, bro.
So
Let's knock it out.
You ready? Hey, before we do trivia, real quick, Charlie, you mentioned something to us, and I totally forgot about this.
Tell me.
You had a neck vagina?
Oh no, I had I had surgery. A little bit of surgery.
What happened?
Like 9 stitches ripped out.
Okay.
I had a cyst, and then had to get it tested and everything.
Okay.
Everything came back good.
Okay.
But when they got in there, he was like, "Oh shit, this is a little bit bigger than we thought."
Yeah.
It ended up being like 9 stitches.
Yeah.
Plus 4 internal.
Cut the whole thing out, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and the results came back. Everything's good.
Good.
But
It was just real wet when you sent the picture. Like
Oh,
we were all
yeah.
kind of shocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when, I can
And it
pop
looked like
zits,
a
but I
neck
saw that
vagina.
picture and I was
yeah,
like,
that was the day I got it done. I was like, guys, check it out.
look at my neck vagina.
Yeah,
If we touch it, well,
yeah.
yeah, that was pretty.
But it looks
hardcore.
good now.
It does look
And
good.
my dad, the reason I brought it up,
You got to put
my,
vitamin E on it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that helps.
definitely make it go away.
Mm-hmm.
But my father, he had skin. You know, we're talking about the skin and everything. He actually had melanoma, and he had some, bad
Spots removed and everything.
And this was a little like a few months back. Well, we had more that they wanted to look at. Well, when they looked at them, they're like, "Man, these are really deep. Like
yeah.
this is gonna be bad."
Yeah.
So they had to reschedule him. Do it. He was been freaking out. Like he's been a hot mess. He came over to my house to change his bandages out last Friday
Yeah.
after the surgery, and when I pulled the bandages off, it looked so gross. Like they went in him so deep
and scoop.
That's what she said.
scoop
They
out
scoop-
all
yeah.
those
Bad.
because all those little tentacles that can go down. Because I mean, that can't. We all know.
Hey, look at Amanda.
How dangerous.
What Amanda's been through with all that.
And he's worked out in the yard his whole life, fished out and beach and all that his whole life.
And for what? Skin cancer, what is it? Love and Sunblock?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check it out.
And he he started dry. He was like, "Bleh," like he started dry heaving. So I was like, oh my god! So I grossed him out with how grossed out I was. And then he, like 3 days later, it didn't look bad at all. Like it was healing really fast.
Scary.
But his results came in and they came back negative, and he's clean and good. So Pops is
Good. Shout out to Pops.
But trivia now.
Let's
Good
do
stuff.
that.
Ready?
Yeah.
The C64 personal computer was launched in 1982. What did the C stand for?
Commodore.
That's what I was going to say.
Where are you calling?
No.
What 1989 drama followed the trials and tribulations of an African American regiment during the Civil War?
Trails.
Wait, I didn't even hear the rest of the
Trails.
question. I just remembered that one time.
Trails and tribulations.
So was
The salon
Should
and
we name
Charlie.
this
The
show?
saloon.
Is it the Oregon Trails?
Oh my God! What 1989 drama followed the trials and tribulations? I almost did it again. And tribulations of an African American regiment during the Civil War.
The Color Purple.
No, I remember it was a TV movie, right?
I think that was good. Though.
And Roots.
Nope.
Oh, then I don't
This
know.
is during the
that's not
Civil
Kunta
War. The
Kinte?
trials of
I have
trivial
no idea.
Then I
of
don't
a
know.
Civil War. It was Glory.
Oh, actually,
No,
I do remember that.
I do not.
That's a good one. Who received Oscar nominations for The World According to Garp, The Big Chill, and The Natural?
Oh, Kevin Costner. No.
Close.
Close. Yeah.
Glenn Close.
Oh, Glenn Close. Shout out to Glenn Close.
Oh, you're saying close, like
Get it, girl.
close.
Yeah, I was trying to, What show featured Hollywood stuntman Colt Seavers moonlighting as a bounty hunter?
Jeez, these ones are hard.
know.
Is it Greatest American Hero?
I know, I'm so proud.
The Bionic Man?
The Fall Guy.
Fall Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
okay.
mom would be so mad I missed that one.
How old was Al Unser Sr. when he became the oldest winner of the Indianapolis 500?
56.
65.
Was it 35,
Oh,
47, or 52?
52.
52.
47.
47's right. Colleen. Damn it. What nuclear disaster occurred in 1986?
That's
Chernobyl.
3 Mile Island.
Chernobyl, yeah.
Double points.
How the fuck was that? Oops, sorry for cussing,
I'm
guys.
doing it.
Way to go, Charlie.
Wow.
You just lost 3.
Adult language words.
What
Sorry,
was
guys.
Led Zeppelin's last album?
The House
Released
of
in
the Holy.
1982.
House of the Holy or 4? No.
Nope. Negative double points for 2 wrong answers.
Oh, my God.
Man, I got nothing.
I'm going to be so mad.
No
when I
idea.
I'm
hear it.
so proud that you guys aren't getting these.
Yeah, you're really stumping us.
Coda?
Oh,
Coda,
no,
well,
I
that-
wouldn't have got Coda.
That makes sense, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. Because it's not that good.
Who played Charles on the sitcom Charles in Charge?
Scott Baio.
Charlie Lord.
Triple points. You're back in it.
Woohoo!
We just throw these points around willy-nilly.
That's how it works. Where did Isaiah Thomas play NCAA basketball?
That's the Red Sox, right?
They played
Indiana, Michigan, or Duke, Chris?
Duke.
Nope.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
That would be correct.
Detroit Pistons.
Back in the lead. What type of computer printers were popular in the 80s?
Macintosh.
Computer printers is dot matrix.
What type of computer? Yep, dot matrix. To the smarty pants.
Nerd.
That's only a half point.
Smarty pants.
Loser.
In what Sidney Pollock film does Dustin Hoffman dress as a woman?
Oh my god! I see
Oh,
her
wait,
walking down the
I can
street.
see it too.
Yeah.
I see her walking down the street. Hold on.
Glenn Gary. Glenn
No,
Ross.
hold on.
Let me
Tootsie,
let that
Tootsie,
roll.
Tootsie, Tootsie,
Let me
Tootsie.
let that roll.
Got it. Tootsie.
I'm getting good at this. See. What British new wave band was part of the new romantic movement and topped the charts with "True" in 1983?
Bando Soleil.
Duran Duran.
Aha. Oingo boingo.
Spandu Ballet.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I know
What
it's
did you
only
say?
it's from like The Wedding Singer.
What did you say?
Bando Soleil or something.
Duke Slamalehi.
Oh my god, I can't.
All right. What famous author
Stephen King.
starred in the Dark Tower
Stephen
series?
King.
Yeah. You said that before I even asked the question.
80s author. Stephen King.
Who represented Great Britain in
Stephen King.
ski jumping?
Stephen King.
I don't know.
Shaun White.
Car hitting at the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary.
Carrot Top.
Geraldo Rivera.
Who is gonna know that?
And it's the Olympic time. I had to do an Olympic one. We're in the middle of
Okay.
the Olympics. Eddie the Eagle Edwards. There's a movie called The Eagle that's out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about
Okay, yeah, that
I was so
Sounds
close.
great.
makes it easier. So much
Look at
easier.
who was originally cast as Marty in Back to the Future?
Oh,
John Cusack.
Was it Brad Pitt, George Clooney, or Eric Stoltz?
Eric Stoltz.
Yep.
Who's Eric Stoltz?
Pulp Fiction.
Katie
Fast
Lang
Times.
claimed to be the reincarnation of what country legend?
Patsy Cline.
Boom, Charlie. Good job.
good job.
I'm really up on my Katie Lang
You've
trivia.
been studying.
Really big
What
fan.
city was the setting for Three's Company?
Wasn't Chicago, was it?
This is a good one.
I never watched that.
it's
Pittsburgh.
It's
I
mid,
love that show.
It's mid. Was that Laverne and Shirley? No, I don't.
I think.
Was it Midwest? Give me a Midwest. Was it Midwest?
Not Midwest.
Really?
New York.
West Coast.
West Coast. There's
Oh.
L.A.
Spokane.
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
Okay.
Was way off. Samsonite.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Was way off.
Is that movie not just one of the best that's ever been
Yes.
made as far
Mock.
as stupid comedy?
Yeah.
Ing.
Yeah.
The
Bird.
blind kid with the
Yeah.
dead kid. You're pretty bird.
Yeah, our pets' heads are falling off. What happened to Petey's head fell off? Well, he was really old.
Old Seabass is going to pay for it. You mean Seabass going to pay? Yeah, he said he'd pay for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Excuse me, Flo.
I can literally recite every line to that
It's
movie
the
when
best
it's on.
movie ever made.
Just when I couldn't dislike you anymore, you go and redeem yourself. Totally said that wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
I still love that part.
Samson.
What type of insurance raising beds were popular in the 80s?
Say it again.
Oh, the bed thing.
Insurance rising beds.
It's a waterbed.
I've never.
No, it was Omatic or.
It's water beds,
Is
but
it
like
water beds?
what type of insurance raising beds? What's an insurance raising bed?
So they had so many
For
leaks.
the old
like,
people.
so if you were in an apartment, you couldn't. They banned waterbeds because those things would leak.
Leak.
They
And then saturate
There
the
you go.
entire-
so
Okay,
ins-
there-
yeah.
yeah. Okay, now
something Matic.
Renters and homeowners insurance.
Yeah.
What Irish actor
What was the
in
answer?
future James is waterbeds
Oh, okay.
and James
Liam
Bond
Neeson.
starred in Remington Steele?
Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan it is.
Wow, good answer.
Yeah.
What popular song starts just a small town girl living in a lonely world?
Stop it. No,
Don't stop
don't
believing.
Hold on to your dream. Oh, sorry.
That's perfect.
Got a little Filipino guy
Aliens?
singing for him now.
Yeah.
The sequel to Alien is set how many years later? 17 years, 37 years, or 57 years?
17. No, 57.
57.
You're right.
Good movie.
I got a couple.
Great
more here.
movie.
Watch it forever. Prometheus was good too.
I love that, except for the end. Run to the side.
I even like that.
What are you
In
doing?
1980, Goldie Hawn won the Oscar for Best Actress for her role in what movie?
Wildcats.
Let's see.
I
Best.
wish it was Wildcats.
I
It's
know.
one of my
Overboard.
favorite
I know.
fucking movies.
It's the best.
Going
actress.
over-
Your
Overboard.
mama says you're ugly. Hey, that's my those cheerleaders were the best cheerleaders ever.
I don't
in the
know.
movie.
I have no idea. On Golden
Private Benjamin.
Would have never in a million years guessed that.
No.
What police procedural followed the life of
What?
Procedural?
Are you?
What?
What is happening?
Procedural.
Proceed like. Tell me what this is. Procedural.
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 That's
That
what I
is
was
a weird word, though, when you guys are saying it like that.
What?
Procedural.
It's weird.
Police procedural. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Is the answer Law and Order?
Nope. Followed the life of two female NYPD detectives. This is in the 80s.
And the 82 female.
It was kind of a big one. That's
dang.
why.
Really?
Cagney and Lacey.
Rizzoli and Isles.
Procedural.
There it is.
Procedure.
Nope,
I
nope.
can't do
You,
it
you
again.
got it when
It's
you
only
weren't
gonna be
thinking
once.
about it.
Procedural. It's a formulaic show. It
Procedural.
starts out with the offense, and then it goes through the arrest and the prosecution and the
It's the
sentencing.
procedure.
Yeah, it's the procedure.
So then you pronounce it procedural.
It's almost like the best actress. That one threw me off. I didn't get that one.
What? This is the last question. What 8-season buddy sitcom featured Watch and Learn, Larry, and Don't Be
Perfect
Ridiculous,
Strangers.
Bulky?
More convincing.
Perfect stranger.
Yeah, it is perfect. Street.
Procedural.
I'll never be able to say that word.
There's a saloon.
It's kind of like
coming to
Abominable
downtown
Snowman. I can do
Titusville.
that.
Well, we finally got a title for the episode, though.
But think of it.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to do that, too. Damn it. That's funny.
Well,
I missed you guys, man. I'm glad we did this
yeah.
again. I love doing this podcast.
back
man.
to school.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
School is back, man.
Let's wrap it up.
Are you having fun at school right now, baby? We had to do homework for the first time tonight since last school year. And that was
A second night.
we
like,
did. Yeah, she
So
did
far,
good,
we
though.
haven't had it yet.
Yeah, we haven't either.
Yeah, we had 20 minutes of reading.
Oh, it's coming, though.
It's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
But she did great.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
All right, love you guys.
Thank you for downloading the podcast. And stay active on our Facebook page.
Love
It's
ya.
been great. Our participation's been
Yeah,
fantastic.
BJ
Thank
Hicks,
you
I
all.
love you. I just wanted to say
BJ,
that.
start the fantasy league up.
Challenge starts tonight, BJ. It won't be
I want
tonight when
BJ to
the
get that
episode's
perm beard.
I know.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
up. All right, guys.
All right,
Love you guys. Bye.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. I see you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. I see you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that's just killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.